Hello everyone, Game Citizen here. In this video I will share with you guys my experience playing on the official European server of Ragnarok. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, chances are you listened to me saying that I would never play or recommend the European server. But now, after spending some time on this server, I'll be honest, I take back what I said. It is actually a nice server. I spent 7 days on this server, but before I share my experience, let me explain why I was so much against the European server. Gravity imposed a nonsensical region block policy on all servers. Iro, the international one, can't be accessed if your region already has an official server. I'm Brazilian, so I prefer to play on the Brazilian server. I use VPN to access it. But I live in the UK, and there is an official server here. It's called Ragnarok Online Prime, the official European server, operated by 4Game. But the company name is Innova. It's based on Luxembourg, so before editing the video I decided to check who actually owns Innova. Yes, it used to be Russian, then into 2021 a Swedish company, EG7, bought it for over 100 million euros. Innova manages many games, not just Lineage and Ragnarok. 4Game is just a branch. But last year, because of the war, EG7 decided to sell the company for way less. It ended up selling for Games Mobile ST for 21 million euros. That's still a lot of money. Apparently that company is based in Cyprus. Anyway, it goes from the hands of one rich person to another, and I'm pretty sure none of them has ever played Ragnarok in their lives. If I'm saying anything wrong here, please write in the comment section and I will pin the commentary. Anyway, my problem is with how Gravity treated European players in the past. There used to be a European server, it got shut down, and Gravity did not allow to transfer the players' characters to any other official server. Everybody lost everything. After some years, a new company, 4Game Innova, they bought the rights to have a server in Europe. They used to have RF Online as well. I played so much RF Online in the past. I heard the American server recently shut down, but I digress. 4Game only has Lineage and Ragnarok nowadays. On the one hand, I can't forget what Gravity did to European players, but on the other hand, this server is actually much nicer than I thought. It was actually a surprise. Day 1, my journey begins, creating the first character. It's an older version of the tutorial with the castle. Some servers nowadays it's a bit different, you're in an island. Anyway, the cash shop seems okay. It's interesting that it's directly in euros, so you know very well how much anything costs. Most games they add an alternative currency because this makes it harder to convert to real money, so we lose sense of how much we're actually spending. But not here. I decided to make an archer because it is the easiest and cheapest to play with. It was nice to see some other players here in the beginning. Played a bit more to get enough trunks to become an archer. Pion is alright. Pion or Payon? How do you pronounce that in English? There are some people, in most servers, Pion is usually the second most populated city. It's like Frontera and then Pion. So I decided to check Frontera and Morok. Frontera isn't as empty as I thought it would be, and that was really a nice surprise. I thought the European server would be empty, but I must say I was wrong. So far on this first day, Thursday around 7 PM London time, it has some population. It seems only merchants can set up shops, but there are some shops and the prices they are not super high. Elven Bow, which is very good for hunters, 7kk, that's very affordable. Siroma card around 2kk, that's achievable. So I think that the market is okay. Okay, the population is not gigantic, but there is a population, there is a market. Alright, I didn't have much time to play, but I got a good feeling from this first day. I thought the population would be super low, but I was wrong. It's not crowded, yeah, but the server is alive. Okay, day 2. I leveled up a bit more so that I could do the add-in quest for the gear. I got a Willow card. It's not that bad. 80 SP. If I can find a hat, I can use it later to level up a mage, for example. I spent some time in Frontera too, checking for what people are buying, just to have a better notion of the market. There are only a few people buying low-level loot, but at least there is more than one person buying, so there is some competition. Got the first hidden quest. In this server they have the normal Kafir teleport system, and by normal I mean you can teleport to Orc Dungeon from Jeffen, for example. Again, I played for less than an hour. I didn't have much time. I played for about half an hour. So every day, I don't think I've spent more than 1 hour. It's hard nowadays for me to play for too long. I think it's for all of us, it's a bit hard, right? I mean, family, work, studies, everything. Anyway, I decided to level up by killing some mobs that give low level items that I could sell. I saw someone buying web stick feet and shells. This way I easily got about 100k. And that's good, it means that I can easily pay for potions and slowly accumulate enough to buy better gear for Hunter, like the Elven Bow. My plan is to stop playing after 7 days and most likely I won't reach above level 99. So I don't really need to save that money to buy better gear since the Eden gear is more than enough to get 99. I saw some people selling red potions and basic things like that. It gave the vibes of old times, you know, when merchants would buy items with discount and sell them in front of the NPC. Those were good times. I decided to do all of the quests in Eden. This is definitely not the most efficient way to level up, but it's fun to go to these maps long forgotten. I didn't manage to play much again. Nice amount of people in Pion Cave. This server is okay. I do worry about the market though. With such a reduced number of players, the market will be much colder than in a crowded server. I still prefer more populated servers, which are becoming more and more rare as time goes by. After a few days without playing, finally, day 7. Okay, my last day in this server. I decided to visit all cities to get an overall impression. This was Friday afternoon. It is interesting that their cash shop is in euros and not another virtual currency. I think that's very honest and straightforward, and I think all companies should do that, to be honest. You can actually check how much something will cost. So for instance, the premium 1 month costs about 7 euros. So you have a better notion when you spend it. And some people are buying for about 15kk. So there you go, 1 euro gets you, I don't know, 1.5kk in the European server. At least as of now, 9th of June of 2023. After going to all cities, I decided to kill some monsters just outside Alberta, and to my surprise, somebody used tons of dead branches here. This is so Ragnarok, I love this game. I had some fun trying to kill some of these monsters, and then I used my one dead branch just west of Frontera 2. Then, since this was my last day on the server, I decided to give away the little I had. So I spent all of my money buying stuff from these shops that are reselling potion. This has such an old times vibe. I decided to sell their potion in the normal shop and buy a gang, trying to buy everything from them, until I had no way of making money. I had one card, Willow. So I decided to give it to this guy here because I barely bought from his shop, but to send it I would need 2.5k and I didn't have that. I tried to find some newbies, I went all the way to Islud but nothing. So I decided to kill some frogs and sell their loot, the web stick food. On the way I saw a priest going in the same direction. She saw the executioner, which I got from the dead branch. We both tried to flee and then I noticed that she was following me. She gave me Boof and Agi up, and then I gave her the Willow card, and that was really nice. I love this sort of interaction you can only find in an MMO like Ragnarok. Their name is Phoenix. I'm writing on the screen the name, so if you play in the European server, make sure to send something nice or some nice words to Phoenix. They are a nice person. I like this in Ragnarok. Okay, final thoughts. That was it. 7 days in Ragnarok Online Prime, the official European server of Ragnarok Online. All in all, this server is much nicer than I expected. I take back all I said about never recommending this server. It is nice, there's something cozy about it. The population is small but big enough to compose a living server. It has some old times vibe to it. I barely leveled up. I got only up to level 29, which is quite low. And to be honest, I barely played, I didn't have much time to play. And this server, the XP rate is a bit lower than, I don't know, the Brazilian server where I play for the most part. In Aro, I played for the same amount of time and I leveled up way more. When I play in my home server, the Brazilian server, with all the items I have there, in 1 day I can get level to 99. And that is good sometimes, but sometimes not. There is a charm in spending time leveling up, going slow, enjoying the game. Sometimes I feel we don't really enjoy the game, you know what I mean? Well, that was it. This was my take on the European server. I decided not to play here. I prefer the Brazilian server since there are far more people there, but I'll be honest, this is not a bad server. I would say that this server is cozy. It's nice. It's nice. Well, that's it guys. Thank you for watching the video. And if I have said anything wrong or if you have played on the European server, share your thoughts. Let me know in the comment section. My plans are to do the same with another server. It's been months since I last uploaded a video. I want to do it faster, to be honest, but my idea is to do the same. I'm trying to find another server, official servers for now, and play on all of them. Anyway, thank you guys.